moment we've all been waiting for, Mike. It's happening. Hot.
It's summertime. It's slamming time. It's takeover time. Wrestling is taking over the city of Toronto.
We're here to enjoy it. You know, it is a lot of fun. I got to say, it's pretty fun looking up on. You're there on Instagram, and everyone's here.
Yeah, I think once we get on that subway to hit when we're on there, we're going to see all the wrestling shirts. Everyone's going to be there. We're all going to be excited.
We're all going to be excited,
it's
folks.
Be a wrestling fun night. Even afterwards, we're going to go out. We're going to run into some wrestling fans at the bars.
A wrestling fun night.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
That wrestling machine is going to be packed tonight, probably, that arcade. The WWF.
That one specific arcade machine. Folks, you know what you're listening to, judging by the excitement in our voices. This is the Street Brothers Wrestling Podcast, the only wrestling podcast you can find online, hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, and Mike the Shoot Sheppard.
Kaboom!
Kaboom, baby! The big live show. The big live show. We're here in front of you. We're filming.
It's a special weekend. Yeah, we're filming. We're
filming
live
this one. Yeah.
And yeah, we've been talking about this for months. We got our tickets. We got everything we need. We're ready. Ready to take over.
Ready to take over, of course. This is so we're recording this on a Saturday. Takeover is tonight. NXT Takeover, of course. SummerSlam is tomorrow. We'll get all into that stuff. We've got a tweet of the week, a wrestler of the week. We'll maybe put something over.
Maybe we'll preview.
Maybe.
We're gonna preview the whole show. We'll do a quick rundown, Raw and SmackDown, just the highlights.
Gotta start thinking if I'm gonna put something over. And we didn't have a show this week. We did not have a show this week.
So we're gonna give you two shows.
Well,
to make up for it.
To make up for it, exactly.
A preview and a review.
We weren't able to check it out, but I was in Stratford.
The old Shakespearean, right?
It was lovely. It was lovely.
All right.
Yeah, it was a lovely time. You know, because theater,
wrestling is theater.
Wrestling is theater, is it not?
Live stage. It's the most athletic performance theater.
I did see somewhere that it was like a photo. You know that episode of South Park when they're wrestling.
I don't know. I think I've seen that whole episode.
Okay, well,
it's we're in the last couple seasons, right?
Oh, I feel like it was a long time
Maybe.
ago.
I don't know.
Like
I've really
should
fallen out
watch
with
it
South
if nothing
Park.
else. But
yeah.
Anyways, there's one shot where it's like a Coliseum-esque look of all these rednecks sitting in the crowd, down to the ring, and then it was that right beside a shot from Fight for the Fallen, where it had the exact same look of everyone sitting in the pews, just like looking straight down.
Wait, is that the same episode? Someone shits their britches, or is that a different one?
I think that's a different one. I think that's a different one. I think it's a different one. But those characters, those two same cattle redneck dudes, are still.
I think that's what I'm
involved.
thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
So I might have seen a clip or something. But.
I've seen a clip or something.
All right.
It's good wrestling stuff. Boom, putting over that.
Putting it over.
South Park's wrestling episode. Okay, folks. Since we're gonna start the show, so let's start the show the way that we always do with the because I'm doing it live. I didn't even cue it up. Oh my god, I almost didn't cue it up. Cue it up. You know what it is? It's time for the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. See, if nothing else, this is just
beautiful.
Having we're doing the live thing. It's just like I have a spot. We have a spot to.
It's nice to be able to hear everything live and.
You have a spot to cut it in, so it's not just like we're holding for something. Anyways, this week's tweet of the week champion, folks. Prestigious belt.
Yes, man.
Arguably the most prestigious title in.
We're in talks with Michael McMillan to get a replica created.
And for those of you who know Michael McMillan,
all-time greatest belt creator in the history of the business.
That's a reference that everybody understands. All the kids at home. Anyways,
I made his name up.
Have you ever gone to Hulk Hogan's Twitter page?
Not specifically, but I've seen a bunch of his tweets.
Not specifically. They're so funny. If you just say any of his tweets in like your whatever your Hulk Hogan impression is, it's always gonna be funny.
Yeah.
So he posted this photo the other day, saying, "Got some stank on them pythons already, brother." HH. He signs all of his tweets off with just HH.
Got some stank on them pythons already, brother. HH. HH. That stands for Hulk Hogan, dude. But yeah, no, he's always he was one of the ones that almost inspired the name of this show with his infamous tweet I don't know if you've seen it.
What's the tweet?
Talking about works and shoots. He's like, when a brother doesn't know what works to work, and he works himself into a shoot, and he just starts.
Oh, I've seen I've
seen
seen the works himself into a shoot thing.
And then I put the word brother on the end, and we're the Shoot Brothers.
And that's how it comes out. Thanks,
No,
thanks,
he didn't
Hulk.
actually. He's ripping us off.
Yeah, he's ripping us.
HH, whatever that means.
HH. Shouldn't it be TB?
Yeah.
TB.
All right, there's your tweet of the week. Hulk Hogan.
There's your tweet of the week. Hulk Hogan.
Is that the oldest champion in history of tweet of the week?
Might be.
Might be.
Yeah, I think New Japan also is a tweet of the week champion. So if they've been around for longer than Hulk's been alive, which I'm not sure, I'm not entirely sure. But if that's the case, yeah, Hulk might be our oldest champ.
All right, Hulkamania running wild on the Shoot Brothers. podcast.
There's the tweet of the week champion can be any age, any gender.
Yeah, it could be. Doesn't have to be a person. It could be a bot, like an automatic tweeting bot.
Yeah, it was
just happened to be clever.
It was a tag team one. It was just two people going back and forth one time. This is the gender fluid of WWE titles.
2019.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, folks, we're moving right along here. We did miss our kind of weekly go through Raw and SmackDown, but some pretty big shit happened on a couple of the shows. So I think we should start off with let's just do a quick recap. A condensed version of the Red Brand. We're starting off. It's Monday Night Raw, live from
not Canada,
somewhere USA, like they all are. So these are our go home shows again before the biggest party of the summer.
Yeah. All right. So let's just jump into the first big thing. We get the video from earlier in the day. Maria and Mike are waiting at the doctor's office.
The OBGYN.
Yeah.
I still don't know what it stands for, but whatever.
I don't know. Baby in your uterus. So they're there. They got the 24/7 title.
The letter B was there. Out of baby in your uterus. Oh, Y. I guess the Y is there too.
So Maria and Mike, they're there. They get Maria's telling Mike, "Your one job's to protect me and my championship." So they get called into the doctor's office. Maria's laying down on the bed with the title. Mike goes in, gives her a hug, and then he just kind of lays her back, and then he covers her, and then the doctor slaps him on the back, counting to 3. She rips off her scrub, revealing it to be the female referee. And Mike Canales has pinned his wife to win the title. So he runs out. He comes across Truth and Carmella in the doctor's office. But then Truth throws a baby doll at him and rolls him up. So Truth wins back the title. And he's like, "You got your baby, I got mine," and runs off. And Mike's left on the ground. Then they
escape. New champ.
Yeah, new champ. 11-time champ, I think.
We were all, I think the week prior, we were wondering, how are you going to take a championship belt off of a pregnant woman?
Yeah, they did it much quicker than I thought. I thought they might drag it out, but whatever.
You thought it'd be a little bit longer?
A little bit, but whatever. I'm fine with this. So there you go. There's your 24/7 action.
There's your 24/7 action. What else happened on the show, Mike?
So quick, there was a match between Cedric and Drew, and then Kurt Angle was a special referee, but the Fiend shows up and he shuts up. He locks the mandible claw on Kurt Angle. So the Fiend just continue
with the mandible claw. Two weeks in a row too. So is this the finisher?
I think he'll probably still use Sister Abigail, but then maybe he'll just to really.
I mean, we're gonna figure out.
We'll find out
in less than 48 hours.
Yeah. So they And then we get Samoa Joe coming out to cut another promo. He's calling out Roman Reigns. He just grabs a chair and he sits down. He's waiting for him, and then he sees Roman coming in the parking lot, so he goes out after him and. Roman arrives in his vehicle. They start jawing at each other, and then all of a sudden, this other car comes flying in, hits Roman's car, but Reigns just kind of jumps back into the thing at the same time. So he's a little shaken up, but he's not dead. And even Joe was freaked out. He's like, "Holy shit, man!"
Yeah,
I almost saw a man die.
That was a weird move. Like, as soon as Joe starts going, like, "Get a medic!
Yeah.
Get a medic!"
I think,
shit, dude. I thought you wanted this motherfucker dead.
I kind of like this though. I think maybe they're kind of trying to turn Joe's face a little bit by him showing.
Has he been face ever?
Not in WWE. I mean, like the first night in NXT, he wasn't a heel. He just arrived. He was badass Samoa Joe. And then I guess he started doing heel shit pretty quickly after that. But
it was pretty immediate, I feel, his heel action.
They go to commercial, and we see the car that hit Roman drive off, and Joe checks on Reigns. He's all freaked out, and Triple H comes out, and it's a wild storyline. I'm kind of liking this.
This is 2 weeks in a row.
That car crash was pretty well timed. Like, I know there was camera cuts and shit, but it looked good.
Of course, and it was probably done beforehand, and then.
But it's kind of fun having this whodunit storyline. I like
whodunit,
a classic whodunit.
So are we going to see whodunit tonight? Is this
tomorrow night? I think.
Tomorrow night, rather?
I think I don't know. I'm hoping that we'll get.
Is
something
this
to do.
long-term storytelling that they're just for some reason building 2 weeks before?
Yeah. And all right, let's just go to the big title match, the Fatal 4-Way. That I was hoping we were going to see this on SummerSlam, but I guess they didn't.
Now this felt like it was going to be a this had SummerSlam match written all over it. I feel like this 4-way Fatal 4-Way
Fatal 4-Way elimination match for the women's tag titles.
That women's tag title, which has remained fairly inactive.
Yeah, only 3 defenses between WrestleMania and this one, so. We get the Iconics versus Kabuki Warriors versus Mandy and Sonya versus Bliss Cross.
Bliss Cross.
Of course, during...
Don't set... Okay, what?
Don't... You don't even know where I'm going.
I know where you're going.
Did you hear this then?
Don't...
Okay, during the entrance... Just let me get it out. I have to get this whole thing out.
Okay.
Fire and Desire's entrance. Renee Young notes that she spoke to Sonya earlier, and she says that her and Mandy have the best chemistry of any of the teams, both in and out of the ring. And also the fuck me eyes.
What's that supposed to mean, Mike? What's that?
They have good chemistry. They are a good couple. They agree on movies. They pick the same restaurants. They like to fuck each other. And they were doing that with their eyes during the entrance. No other tag team partners stare at each other like that. Anyways,
I think you're seeing what you want to see now, Mike.
I think I'm embellishing it a little bit, but only for the sake.
I'm embellishing a little bit.
For the
Try
sake
a
of
lot.
No. I think this is still true. What I'm saying,
folks at home, this is hot. This is
the hot take of the week. This is
a hot take, and we need to figure out what the hell's going on here.
But we do get a match. So, Iconics looked really good early on. They were dominating. They were hitting a bunch of tag moves. But then Mandy gets in the ring, she gets her offense, hits that C trigger, and then she pins Billie Kay. So the Iconics are eliminated first, guaranteeing that we see new tag champs tonight.
Almost a guarantee.
Yeah, almost. Well, it has to. So then,
it's WWE, Mike. Anything's possible. Remember that kid's at home.
Yeah. But then later on, Mandy hits another C trigger on Asuka. She kicks out, and then there was like this botched Angel's Wings attempt.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. We caught that one too.
Yeah.
Second off, what are they calling the C trigger? What's Corey calling it?
I think he just calls it like "what a knee" or something like that. Just a big knee, but
big knee.
So Asuka locks Mandy in the Asuka lock, and Mandy taps out. So I was disappointed. So the storyline, that kiss, will have to wait.
So we're still guaranteed a new champion.
Yeah,
which is the best part about all this.
So we're down to 2. We're down to Kabuki Warriors and Bliss Cross. So also Alexa and Nikki had matching colors. Now I like that. They're more of a team. Both wearing purple.
Yeah.
So nice touch.
They're a team. You know what I'm saying?
The ultimate would be if one week Nikki has like the little hair dye on the tips of her hair, a little pink like Nikki.
Okay.
Anyways, eventually Asuka, she gets the Asuka lock on Bliss, but she rolls out of it into a cover. Asuka kicks out. And then she super kicks Alexa and tags in Kyrie. She's ready for the elbow, but Nikki pushes her off the top behind the ref's back. Then all the shit breaks loose. Everyone's in the ring. And Alexa eventually hits the Twisted Bliss on Kyrie for the 3 count to win the titles for her and Nikki. This was a pretty good match, other than that one match, the one botch. I like this match.
This was a great match.
Selfishly, I wish we could have had it on SummerSlam.
And it's funny that, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross have gotten more screen time over this whole kind of thing they've had going on than the actual tag champs anyways. So put the belts on them and just keep giving them their own screen time.
They were already announced they're defending it on Raw next week, or this week. So
and it works. Whatever's happening, and like what are we waiting for, right? Like it's someone becomes your best friend, and then someone's not your best friend anymore. No one's going to see it when Nikki turns on Alexa. Everyone's waiting for Alexa to turn on Nikki.
So there you go.
You heard it here first, folks.
They were both, Alexa looked genuinely happy for Nikki. Yeah. And Nikki was first ever championship. She never won anything in NXT.
Nikki's going to turn on Alexa Bliss. That's the turn. That's the turn.
They have a new T-shirt that came out. I think you'd like it there.
What does it say? It's
got cartoon little puppet versions of them, and it says, "Bliss can't miss, but you're at a loss without Cross." So a great shirt.
Perfect.
You can pick one up this Sunday at SummerSlam, or they'll probably be out of it.
So by the time funny.
You're at a loss without Cross. Huh?
I picture Vince sitting up, making even I know he has control over the merch in some way.
Oh yeah,
he's writing these fucking taglines, or he's improving what's funny.
What rhymes with Bliss? She can't miss. He's totally doing it.
He's totally doing it. I think we have one more highlight on Raw.
main event.
which came at the end of the show. It was a very special episode of Miz TV because it was the contract signing between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz for their match on Sunday. And these guys are clapping back and forth just the way that they have. Miz is taking our face role in this bout, because everyone's just anti-Ziggler.
Yeah, they bring out Shawn Michaels and
and then at one point, so Ziggler has signed the contract.
Yeah,
I like that. I actually really like this angle. Ziggler
Yeah.
signs the contract, and then Miz says, "You have a match at SummerSlam, but didn't you read?
Yeah.
It's not against me." And just the way the camera sort of pans over to Shawn Michaels, I was like, "Oh shit!"
They teased it.
This would be a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
And then the unconfusable or unmatchable music. Goldberg's coming out, baby. The sparklers are flying.
the smoke is smoking.
The smoke is smoking. Yeah. So the past couple weeks, The Miz has been talking shit down to Goldberg. I think he did
Ziggler.
again to. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, and I believe I gave a small spoiler of this last week.
You thought you knew this was going to happen?
Didn't I say Goldberg versus Ziggler? That's what I said.
Okay, is that what you said?
And then you said no, and I was like, do you mean no, or like no?
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so. But Mike, you were right.
Yeah, the Goldberg is here. He comes down, he signs the contract, and tells Dolph Ziggler that he's next.
You're not.
And as Ziggler turns to leave, he eats a sweet chin music from Shawn Michaels, so he gets a little comeuppance there as well.
So there we go. I think it was pretty obvious after that crown jewel.
The crowd was chanting for Goldberg too in this segment. They kind of knew he was coming.
They were.
So that was good though. It makes Goldberg look good. They're like, okay, and I think this is because Undertaker last month he had his redemption match, that tag match. He looked really good with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Goldberg wants to do the same. I think it'll be more than a 30-second. I think they'll have at least a couple minutes.
So are we trying to build our way back up to an Undertaker Goldberg that
I don't know
that lives up to the expectations?
I think they're just trying to rebuild both men's credibility.
Okay, slowly.
Like if Goldberg goes out and has a good match, then we'll all just kind of forget about that Saudi shit. Like
right.
we should
And
anyways.
then but it seems funny that like Goldberg was done.
Yeah.
And he comes back for the money. You're going to come back for the money, obviously, right?
Yeah, 7 figures
for that Saudi money. But then to now have to build yourself back up so you can go out again on top. Like he kind of has to do his
farewell tour.
He has to do his retirement run again.
Yeah.
If he wants to. Well, you do get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
But
he'll go over on Dolph.
Yeah.
And then maybe he can get himself into a
bigger opponent,
into a thing, another Mania.
Maybe he'll fight someone like Roman Reigns or something. Put Roman over at the end of all this. Who knows?
Something like that, right? Because those two had that friction after around the Rumble on Goldberg's farewell tour last time. They had the friction. It's always there. And Roman, I feel like Roman is just one episode of Raw away from everybody for a feud with anybody.
Pretty much.
Like all they really need is to just throw him onto one show, have one little interaction, and then suddenly he's one little argument away from every single from every single person on the roster.
Yeah, and that was your Monday Night Raw.
And that's the show. That's the show. Those were the highlights. Well, let's bring up the lowlights. We had the Viking Raiders taking on
another squash.
Another squash.
And there was that Seth Rollins promo was pretty bad. When he was all beat up and he was just on the ground in the ring. I can't quit. I don't know. It was just not good.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I also didn't like
For
that.
like a go home promo. Like the match is going to be fun.
It was just that I love this thing.
Yeah.
This is all I do.
He's not feeling like a top baby face to me right now.
No. It's well, as soon as Brock Lesnar has that belt, the whole main card has just felt stuffed.
Yeah.
Right? Since that happens. But that was Raw.
That was Raw.
That was Raw. We do have some highlights and 0 lowlights from SmackDown, though.
All right. Yeah.
I figured we didn't want to bring up the low. Why would we want to bring up the lowlights?
All right, let's just jump right into the highlights. We got Kayla Braxton backstage interviewing Roman in a little sit-down setting. They're talking about the incidents, the mystery attackers. Roman's in the dark, though. He doesn't know what's happening, but he knows who it's not, Samoa Joe. So he publicly apologizes to him, which was what Joe's wanted.
Team
the crowd
Joe
applauded to this in the background. Like, yeah. So I think this is Team Samoa and Joe's teaming up. because they're both named Joe.
Weird.
Yeah, so.
The
So Roman-
Samoan Joes.
Yeah. So Roman, he's still got questions, and he's going to get some answers tonight. So we'll get back to that.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
PI. I picture Roman Reigns in that, AC dirt type of underground parking structure, with the hat and the smoke bubble around him.
Yeah. And we get Kevin Owens for the KO show, and his guest Shane O'Mac comes out. And eventually there's a big beatdown. Elias is there, and they bury him under the table. Shane hits a big running drop kick into a chair onto Owens' head.
That was a good one.
So just building, yeah.
That was a good one. You know what? It's we saw this exact same build to their Hell in a Cell match how many years ago? Still feels fresh for some odd reason.
They switched roles though, I think.
Yeah, they switched roles.
And then we get Sami Zayn coming out. He cuts a promo on Aleister Black, and then Black's music plays, and he's laying down. He was just cutting a promo while laying down with his microphone. Do you see that?
Yeah.
He's like, so he says this match is not happening at SummerSlam. It happens now. So I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to see them.
Me too. Because
yeah, Aleister Black, Sami Zayn, but so Sami got a bit of offense in, but Black got a pretty quick win with the Black Mass. So yeah, I wanted to see them at SummerSlam. So hopefully they can throw something together. I don't know.
Yeah, at least Aleister Black is kind of 2 for 2 on, decent little matches with Cesaro, and then decent little match with Aleister Black. Sami Zayn.
Yeah,
that's
I guess they didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe they felt like people are going to cheer Sami, and we don't want them. We want Aleister. I don't know. So
it's a good point. This is Canada. We boo Bailey unless she starts blading, baby.
Yeah, if she blades, oh my god.
If she blades, I'll buy a hugger shirt.
Hell yeah.
If they make a shirt that's like the hugger shirt with like the little fucking thing, but it's got a big
a fountain of blood just shooting out of her head. That'd be awesome.
I would buy that. Vince,
Yeah.
if you're listening, dude.
Bailey the Blader, please.
Bailey the Blader. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
All back now.
Baby.
So then we go to maybe the last episode of Firefly Funhouse. Well, but at least the last one before he fights. Huskus the pig boy, he's back. He's all covered in candy. And then Bray talks about Finn Balor and calls his courage ignorance in disguise. And then the Fiend shows up to close it out like he always does. So that's your last image of the Fiend.
What's the what was that song that they did? Like, do the Hustle Man dance or something like that. The
Mr.
Muscle Man.
Something like
do the
that.
Muscle Man dance.
Yeah. And then there's a quick backstage segment. Elias talking trash to Chad Gable for being all small. So hopefully this means Chad Gable gets called up to the main roster because he's amazing.
Maybe a little pre-show action?
Maybe. Yeah, Elias. Because we need Elias. He has got to come out and talk trash, and then we can chant, let's go Raptors.
Yeah, I think Elias is going to come out, and he has to say something about Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes. He'll say something Kawhi Leonard related,
And he'll diss
something
the
Leafs related,
Yeah. But
and
then we'll just
boo 'em.
chant, let's go Raptors.
We'll boo 'em either way.
We got Chip.
Yeah, in that very building, the banner,
banner's not up there yet, though,
will
unfortunately.
rise.
It will rise. It will rise.
Opening night to the Pelicans against Zion.
Pelicans.
Yeah, against Zion though.
Zion, yeah.
Big game for his first career game.
Yeah, that's true. Then the main event of SmackDown, where backstage Roman, he goes into the men's locker room.
Backstage Roman.
He kicks everyone out of the men's locker room except for Buddy Murphy, who I think I also mentioned as a possible suspect. Or I didn't. I said that someone found a picture of him walking in the background.
No, I think I said I saw.
Well, we both.
Okay.
Both.
Someone.
Someone.
We're all investigating.
The Shoot Brothers said that Buddy Murphy was there, and Roman agrees.
Yeah, we are a collective. That's
Roman
true.
Roman listens to the show. He says he
Thanks,
saw,
Joe.
so he knows. He wants to know if he did it. And Buddy's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Roman saw the footage though. He saw him in the hallway, and Buddy's like, listen, man, I don't want any trouble. And if I did know, I wouldn't tell you a damn thing. So Roman smacks him, throws him around the locker room, puts him against the wall to make him talk. So Buddy says it was Rowan. He didn't see Brian, just Rowan. And then Brian and Rowan are in the ring. They just had a match, and Brian just kind of looks at him, and there's your cliffhanger ending. Was it Rowan? Was Brian putting him up to it?
Who done it, folks?
So, yeah, so maybe. They need to do something with this on Sunday.
When was the last time there was a who done it? Can you remember others?
Years. There have been other ones, yeah.
Because
when Stone Cold got hit by a car.
And there was a who killed Vince McMahon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, when his car blew up. Chris Benoit ruined that by killing himself.
Damn it, Chris Benoit. You ruined storylines.
Asshole. You're a bad Canadian.
No, I think he's a good Canadian. He's just
no, he's bad at everything.
Are we? No, the Shoot Brothers.
I know, even when he was alive, I didn't like him.
Okay.
So fuck you, Chris Benoit.
Well, he did do some crazy shit. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. All right.
Yeah, I guess we're Jericho people in this house.
Jericho, Edge, Christian.
The other
I'd say
Canadians.
Edge is my number one Canadian. I was all about the rated R superstar.
What? Why are you wearing a Bret Hart shirt then?
That's the one. I got it for a good deal at Walmart.
Because they didn't have any Edge.
They were sold out of the rated R superstar.
Probably because everybody wanted them.
From back in like 2006, I had one.
Everybody wanted them.
Yeah,
that's probably why.
It's beautiful. Yeah. So there's your shows.
Yeah, that's the end of SmackDown. This has to pay off at SummerSlam because it seems like such a weird time to put in a new idea.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to have, like, they could throw Roman versus Rowan on there. They could just have, like, a storyline confrontation. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But we need to see Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns on that show somehow, right?
Because Daniel Bryan, has he given his career-altering announcement quite yet?
They kind of just, this it's been interrupted by this storyline, so...
Or maybe the result of this will be the career-altering... career-altering announcement. His career-altering announcement is that he's going to try to kill Roman Reigns. He wants to kill him.
For the first time in a long time, Roman Reigns has a storyline that I'm interested in.
Ooh,
so
for the first time in a long time. Well, there you have it. There's our quick double recap of those two shows. We do have more. We have previews coming up. I think we should take a quick little break, though.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Then do we do the trivia here, or do you want to throw it in between the two previews? Or?
Well, we'll take a little break. We'll come back to trivia and then previews.
All right.
Okay, folks. We're oh my god, folks.
It's break time. It's break time. It's break time,
folks.
So go and have a little break.
We're gonna be right back.
Let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot. Brother, yeah.
SummerSlam?
Do I think
courtside?
Drake's sitting courtside
fan?
at SummerSlam? I hope Drake's sitting courtside at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I say, do you love me? I only love my wrestling.
Sorry.
And my dog and my family.
Changes the entire song.
The big dog and Cesaro. I don't know. Sorry, Drake.
The big dog and my natty. Folks,
right.
We're back.
We're back. In the 6.
We've been back this whole time. Wrestling in the 6.
Yeah,
baby. Baby. You know, we have a couple previews coming up, but we're going to continue on our show like we always do when we kick off our second half with our trivia. Trivia. Woo! Trivia. Woo! Trivia is fun, isn't it, folks?
It's always fun.
It's always fun.
It's fun to play. It's fun to give. It's fun to...
It's the gift that keeps on giving, this week's trivia. Mike, I have 3 questions for you.
All right. I have like 2 sets of questions.
Yeah, a couple things.
One of them's basic trivia. The other one's like... It's not like those special... Yeah. So in total, it'll be like 8 or 9 things. But some of them...
Fuck, Mike! Fuck!
Just chill. Because some of them... we'll just bang out. We're just going to bang them out. I'll just start. We're just going to
start.
For
those listening to the show, I am unimpressed.
With yourself?
With you, because I keep saying stop trying so hard.
No, I didn't even try. I thought the folks and you would like more trivia.
I do. The folks and I do, but then the folks hate me.
Yeah, but that's fine.
That's not
We need
fine.
a heel. We need a heel on this.
Okay.
Heel on her face.
Oh, you said it like that.
No, don't get mad at me. Okay, no trivia. How about that? No trivia.
No.
He doesn't want the questions.
No.
You heard him, folks. Don't make up questions.
Okay, Mike. So let's. How about you give a couple, and then I'll pepper one in.
See, the first ones. These aren't even. See, these are so simple.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
So I'm going to give you a wrestler's nickname. You tell me who it is.
Okay.
So we'll start simple.
Okay, that's easy. That's simple.
The Big Red Machine.
It's Kane.
There you go. See?
Okay.
Was that so? All right.
Was that worth such a big deal? Oh, Cameron never brings any questions. Mike always.
So now, you ready? Here's the next one. Big Daddy Cool.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, Big Daddy Cool.
I want to say, I feel like any answer I have that's way off is just going to be dumb and silly. I'm going to say Rikishi.
No, it's actually Diesel,
Ah.
played by Kevin Nash.
How many okay.
Okay,
Jesus.
Let me give you another one. Mr. Ass. Mr. Ass.
Mr. Ass. I definitely don't know that one.
Mr. Ass. It's Billy Gunn. Badass Billy Gunn. Just let me play something real quick.
How did
It'll pick up.
how did Ass start?
Mr. Ass, he just loved ass, and just listen to a second of his theme song. Whoops, I've already listened to it. Let's listen to the beginning here. I'm an ass man. And there he is, Mr. Ass. Now, is this his gimmick? Look at my ass. I got a sweet ass.
He likes his ass or he likes asses? Like
everything.
He likes other asses?
Everything. He loves to kick them. He loves to kiss them. Those are the words of his song. And he would moon people in the ring. He would
I thought kissing ass was like not a good thing.
Like a woman's ass. A sexy woman's ass. You know?
you know, like when you kiss a bottom.
Yeah, you know. Have you ever been intimate with a girl and you bite her ass cheek or kiss it or something?
Just kiss it.
We're getting real.
Just give it a little.
So Billy Gunn, that's what I was looking for. He went by Mr. Ass.
Folks, picture Billy Gunn smooching on some booty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run through these. Let's just get through them all, and then you can give me some questions.
Okay.
Next one is Big Sexy.
I'm noticing a theme here.
There's a lot of bigs. There's a lot of bigs.
A lot of bigs and a lot of sex.
I wanted
and
to
a
pick
lot
funny
of
names,
Big Sexy. Oh man. I'm gonna say Kevin Nash again.
That is Kevin Nash. See? I tried to
Hey.
trick, but
That was a good one. What was the first one? Big Daddy Cool.
yeah, Big Daddy. Cool.
I feel like those two were right after one another. But
and just like such an like if you gave yourself, hey, I'm Big Daddy Cool.
like, did he walk? Did Vince come up with that? Did he?
It seems like a Vince thing. He's like, oh, Big Daddy Cool. He's everything. All right, here's another one.
Okay.
The Big Valboski.
Valboski.
The Big Valboski.
So that's two words, like Val, V-A-L.
Valboski
space.
is one word.
Okay.
Like Lebowski, Valboski.
The Big Valboski.
Big Valboski.
Oh my God. I'm gonna say Val Venus.
That's correct. The porn star inspired wrestling gimmick, Val Venus.
So it was Valboski first.
The Big Valboski. That was just what he calls it. Hey, ladies, I'm the Big Valboski. And he pointed his crotch.
Is that a Val Venus impression too?
Yeah, he actually talks like that.
Oh, way to go. How many of those do you have lined up?
I got,
Mike?
this is my final one. Final name.
No, I don't mean questions. I mean because
probably hundreds. If you like, some people are hhard. They don't have like a distinct voice.
a distinguishable voice.
Like Ricochet would be hard to do or something. You know,
do your best, AJ Styles.
well, that's just a Southern man. But
do your best.
I said one day we're gonna have an impression marathon. We're just gonna put a bunch of names in a hat or a bowl. And
You mean you're just gonna do them, Mike?
Well, you
I
can
don't-
attempt. Wouldn't that be fun? We can see. I'll throw in some like celebrities, like
Why does that make it any
like
easier?
a Matthew McConaughey or something. I love life, man. Livin. All right, last name, last nickname.
Okay, last nickname.
Little Bastard.
Little.
Little Bastard. Little Bastard.
I got nothing on this one. I'm gonna say John Cena.
Hornswoggle.
Oh, little. It
Yeah.
was two. Yeah.
Little midget. You got like half of those.
It was literal. Yeah.
That was it. There you go. That's the first game. Then the rest is just regular trivia.
Okay, so I got how
Chicken
many
sandwich.
How many regular trivia questions do you have?
Well, they're like 2 questions, but they each have a follow-up. So
Okay.
4, kind of. 2, 4.
Okay, how about I kick off?
Yeah,
with
you
my
start.
First,
We'll do a sandwich.
I kick off with my first question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's SummerSlam, baby. So I have 3 SummerSlam related questions for you.
All right.
Oddly enough, the last time both Brock Lesnar and Goldberg were in Canada was a pay-per-view. That Survivor Series that you were at.
Yes.
Of course, I want a specific answer. Mike, how long was their match specifically?
At Survivor Series?
At Survivor Series 2016.
I know it was over a minute. Pretty sure it was under 130. So I'm going to say 118.
118. That's real close. I was looking for specificity, though. 126.
Okay.
So
8
it was
seconds off.
86. It was 86 seconds total.
Yeah, okay. I knew the range, though. I knew it was under
You
130.
knew the range. You know what? Being such
and you know what? It's funny because that's still one of my favorite matches I've seen live. Just because of the shock, the spectacle.
It's
You
such
had
a-
to be in that arena. No one knew it was coming. Everyone's gonna be chanting Goldberg tomorrow, even if you don't. You're gonna
such a legendary moment.
Yeah,
I think you saw the world was shocked.
yeah. I haven't seen a world title change, so that's like the biggest shock I've seen. That we could see a world title change.
What
tomorrow.
titles have you seen change? Titles have you seen at all?
I don't know if I've seen maybe like the hardcore title back in the Attitude Era days.
Yeah, because I guess besides the Survivor Series 2016, how many other WWE shows have you gone or
I went to
pay-per-views?
Roadblock, which was like Dean Ambrose almost beat Triple H for the championship. But yeah, no title change there either. And
almost
I missed
doesn't count.
my two biggest wrestling regrets were missing the first NXT Takeover Toronto and WrestleMania 18. So could have seen some stuff there.
Was that the Chris Jericho?
Yeah, but more
main
importantly, the
events and the
Hogan
Hogan
Rock
Rock
was the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you gave the question,
I just gave a question. Yeah.
and I gave an answer.
Yeah.
So on
to the next one. Go ahead.
All right. So more
That's what happened.
Canadian related. Last time SummerSlam was in Toronto was 2004. The only other time we've gotten SummerSlam. So do you know what the main event was of that event?
Of SummerSlam 2004.
Yes, from Toronto.
From Toronto, let's bring it back to a time. We're talking Jericho. We're talking. Well, okay, we could probably figure this out. I think because we had Brock Lesnar trivia last week, where we learned in March of 2004, Eddie Guerrero won the title off of Brock. So there's a chance he could still be champion. So I'm gonna throw his name into the main event. And I know he was always taking on motherfuckers like previously mentioned in the show, Chris Benoit. And they're both badass. So I'm going to double down and say those two in a submission match.
Well, you got one competitor.
Okay.
So Chris Benoit, he was the world heavyweight champion, and he fought Randy Orton in the main event
Oh, shit.
of the world title.
The Rand Man?
The Rand Man.
Show favorite.
So Randy Orton, yes. And then there's a follow-up to that question.
Follow-up.
There was a record. What WWE record was set in that match?
This world heavyweight title, right? Like the WCW belt?
Yeah, the big gold
Big gold belt. I'm going to say that the Rand Man was like the youngest dude to win that belt.
That is correct. The youngest, so he is technically the youngest any world champion in WWE history at the age of 24, erasing Brock Lesnar's record, who won it at 25, the other title. But they both count as world titles. So
Right.
Randy Orton, age of 24, youngest world champion
Way
ever.
to go, Rand Man.
Yeah. So there you go.
Now you're out there just slapping ass on Instagram. Do you follow Randy Orton, or have you seen Randy Orton or Randy Orton's wife on Instagram?
Probably.
Oh my God. It's just various photos of him oiling up his wife's ass and just slapping it.
I see videos of him and they're like giving his kids RKOs and shit.
Yeah, you know, a good father would give a
Yeah,
child.
It's like into the pool. It's safe.
I think it'd be fun. We could practice wrestling moves if we really wanted to. It's just him, just
grabbing her tits.
just grabbing boobies. And this is
Kim Orton.
This is how the Rand Man wants to live his life.
Good for him. He's in love. Loves
in
his
love.
wife. Loves his family.
My wife.
He loves Borat.
That was my Borat impression.
All right. See, now I know when we play the game, I can throw Borat.
Throw
into the hat.
Borat and go my
I can throw
wife.
Borat.
Okay, we're moving on.
Oop.
We have more SummerSlam trivia. My question for you, Mike. There's been a lot of SummerSlams.
There has.
34 or something.
Damn.
33
Yeah.
something.
It's harder to keep track because it's not like WrestleMania
Where they give it a number, right?
Yeah, at least they used to.
It's the 32nd. I take that back. 32nd though, Mike. Who has the most amount of SummerSlam wins? So we're gonna give. I have three options for you.
Okay.
Okay, so we got The Undertaker. You know that guy?
Yeah.
We got Edge.
Yeah.
We got Triple H.
Feel like it's either Triple H or Undertaker. I'm gonna go Triple H.
Triple H. Triple H is wrong. Triple H has 8. The winner is Edge.
Edge. Wow,
with 11.
surprised me. Oh, I guess, Cena has surprisingly a bad record, and Edge was always beating Cena, so that could probably help a lot.
Weird, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll give you another question here.
Yeah.
So, Takeover Toronto.
Takeover Toronto!
We are at the second ever.
Second ever!
But do you know what the main event of the first Takeover Toronto was?
Main event of the first ever Takeover Toronto. Okay, I know DIY and the Revival were in a match at that show. So it might be them. It might also be, I feel like there was a Finn Balor, like a Samoa Joe, Finn Balor-esque, or like a Shinsuke kind of thing going on. I feel like when those guys were hot, were riding hot. So I'm going to say, but I do know, at least I know the other one was a match. So that's going to be my guess. I'm going to say DIY and the Revival.
That was a match. That was the best match of the night, but it was not the main event.
Not the main event. Was the main event Shinsuke something?
Shinsuke versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship.
I knew we were in that.
You were in the ballpark. You had all the guys. You had the right names out there. And then the follow-up question. What record was set by the winner of that match?
Well, I think that probably made Shinsuke Nakamura the first ever 2-time NXT champ.
Samoa Joe became the first ever 2-time NXT.
Oh, shit.
He surprisingly won. Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Oh,
you're wrong.
that was a follow-up, but yeah.
But Nakamura did beat him for it and become the only other 2-time NXT. Only those
2-time.
So 2-time NXT champ.
2-time.
There you go.
There you go,
That's
folks.
all my trivia.
Mike, I have one more question for you.
All right.
This one's pretty easy. This is more SummerSlam business. My question for you, Mike, you get 3 options again. Who has main evented the most amount of SummerSlams? Okay, first off,
Okay.
we have John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Second off, we have Brock Lesnar.
I was hoping those two wouldn't be on it because those are my top 2.
First off, or third off, we have The Undertaker. I'm also going to throw in a 4. The Ran Man.
Okay. I think Cena because of the sheer quantity. Like, even though Brock Lesnar has probably main evented as much of a percentage as John Cena, but I'm just going to go John Cena because of the quantity.
John Cena because of the quantity. Mike, you were going to win either way. Brock and John Cena both have 6.
Okay.
Sweet. But depending on what happens tonight, or tomorrow night rather, I don't know what this main event's going to be, but there's a chance Brock could...
Cena's not booked, so... The title's up for grabs. Most main events.
The title's up for grabs, folks. And that was our trivia. We hope you loved it. Speaking of shit up for grabs, there's a lot of titles up. There's a lot of things up for grabs tonight.
Yes.
Everything's up for grabs. We could walk away with a golden era.
The undisputed era, the prophecy, the dripping in gold.
This is what we've been talking about this whole time, folks. Let's get right into it. We're getting into our NXT preview show.
Yes.
Takeover Toronto. Let's go.
All
so,
right.
Mike, like you just said, this is the first ever takeover you've gone to. Of course, this is the first pay-per-view that I've ever gone to.
Yeah, this is going to be special. This is going to be fun. NXT, it's everyone, because 5 hot matches, everyone's over. Every wrestler's great. You don't, even if you have people you want to win, you really don't care unless Shayna Baszler wins. But no, everything's fucking awesome. NXT is amazing.
NXT is amazing. There's 5 matches on the card. Let's
I've heard
what?
I've heard for the pre-taping, these are what people think the matches are going to be. There's an NXT. They've been doing this breakout tournament.
Mm-hmm.
The finals taking place tonight. Jordan Miles versus Cameron Grimes.
Hey, that's me. That's my name.
And then we may also see Breezango versus Forgotten Sons. Breezango's back together.
Well, I hope that brick shithouse dude is there again. Jackson something.
Oh yeah, they're out.
Jackson,
like manager guy.
Riker. That's what it is. Oh my god, that's the biggest motherfucker I've ever seen.
And the third potential match that I really hope is there is Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane. I want to see Matt Riddle, man.
Yeah.
I want to hear that entrance, bro.
I just want to go, bro.
I love the synth, man. Yeah, it's fucking dope. So those are the 3 potential matches that'll be pre-taped for the next.
And great, and hopefully we're able to catch all of them.
Yeah, I think we can get there in time.
I'm gonna run through this the way I'm booking the show.
Okay, what's the opener here?
That's how I'm booking the show. We're opening the way that NXT does, and it's always fire.
Tag team?
No, we're kicking off with the North American Championship. So we have Velveteen Dream taking on Pete Dunne, Roddy Strong.
Yeah, this is gonna be this and the main event are my two
in
top.
in a triple threat match.
Yeah, you're just gonna see some good fucking wrestling. These guys can all go. Pete Dunne, I'm glad to see now he's on regular NXT. He did everything he could in the UK, so
of course.
Yeah,
600 days, whatever it was.
Yeah, but I think the Dream's time is up with this. I think he's gonna drop it and start chasing the other title. So I'm gonna give it to Roddy Strong. Start the title. You know, the first of the night to win for the Undisputed. He's got to be the first one. So.
That would be big. You know, It doesn't seem like it's funny that Johnny Gargano's been in the title picture for over a year now. He didn't have it. He had it. Now he doesn't have it again. And it sort of, I don't know where. He's going with it.
Yeah, where
unless he's driving the car that's hitting fucking Roman Reigns.
That would be a big.
Unless he's doing that, which
that would be huge. That'd be cool.
You heard it. If ever you hear some crazy shoot, it's got to come here first.
Yeah.
You know what? I really don't want to see Velveteen Dream drop it. But if he does,
don't you want to see all of Undisputed Era with belts, though?
I do.
That's another thing. It's either all or nothing, though. If one of them fucks it up, then I'm going to be like, yeah. But, yeah, I'm going Roddy Strong just for that. Even if Pete Dunne won, I'd be fine with it because he's great. He's amazing. So.
And that could be, you know what, there's a chance that, I mean, over the course of these 2 days, Mike, we could see... There is a chance we could see every single title belt change hands.
Yeah.
There'd be like 14. By the way, there's way too many.
They actually kept a bunch of them off.
What if they do a fucking Drake Maverick? You know,
I hope we see the
R-Truth thing,
title.
and then that's going to
so.
What if that changes 2 or 3 times?
Well, that if you see the 24/7 title, it's almost a guarantee it's going to change.
It's almost a guarantee.
That's fine.
Not going to have
title changes. That means you were there for history. When you look back in the history books, that'll show that day, Toronto.
Next up, we're moving along in the show. That match is gonna be huge. We have but we have Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. Shirai.
Yeah. I'm loving evil Io now. She's full on heel. She's wearing all black and I don't know if she's got a new entrance or I can't remember. But
I think it was about time that Candice LeRae started getting. I don't think she's ever had a takeover match.
Yeah, so this is the first takeover that's had 2 women's matches on it. So,
that's cool.
Or I guess this is probably even like the first non-title women's match because they always have a women's title.
It's always up for the title, yeah. And instead of throwing them into a 4-way of some kind or making it convoluted, why not separate matches?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Io. Never seen her, and Candice is great as well. Johnny's wife. But yeah, that should be a fun match. But I'm going Io.
Io Shirai, let's keep pushing her. But no, I'm going Candice LeRae. You got my vote for this one.
Right.
I think if they're ever going to take Shayna Baszler out, I think Candice LeRae has main event written all over her.
She is a big baby face. Big baby face,
and that belt's been on a not baby face for a long time now. For a long time now, it seems. Next up, though. We got this tag match. We got the smoke. We got the Street Profits defending against the Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah. So Street Profits, they've kind of pretty much already been called up to Raw. They haven't fought, but they've been on it every week.
What I heard is that there's no plans for them to wrestle on it. They're just going to be there.
I feel like
because I think it's over.
I think the title reign's over.
You think the title reign's over? See, yeah. I think they're over.
Oh, I think they're over as well.
So that's why they're on Raw.
But I think I think they're gonna want them to start fighting on Raw eventually. And
dude, they don't even know what the fuck to do with the Viking Raiders. Who just brought up there.
I'd rather them at least lose the titles than what happened with the Viking Raiders, where they just laid them down to walk away and do nothing.
You know what? And that would really go to prove to us, if we see, if we got Roddy.
That's the other reason I'm going to Undisputed.
We're dripped in gold.
Once Undisputed Era wins, then for at least an hour, they're officially all
they need is to recruit a woman.
I was going to say, so here,
get a woman on the gang.
I'm going to shoot wild here.
Okay.
You know who hasn't been around in a while?
Who?
The Boss.
Smasha Banks.
You bring the Boss in. She comes back with different colored hair. Shows she's the heel. She joins the Undisputed Era.
Takes out Shayna Baszler.
Or something. I don't know. I don't know. That's something.
That'd be something.
It's just a wild shoot. Yeah, eventually it'd be cool to see a woman with them, just so they can have all 4 titles.
That'd be fun. Yeah, keep them down in NXT forever. Why not?
Yeah, they're doing
I feel
too
like
good.
Bobby Fish like 42 years old. It's like, no, keep him in NXT, bro. Keep him
Yeah.
in NXT. He's all good. He's all good.
That'll
Let's
be a
make that
fun match,
paycheck.
though. There's going to be both teams are over. Street Profits everywhere. There could be some cups in the front couple rows there. And that'll be a fun match.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Next up, we do have that women's match coming up. Shayna Baszler, Mia Yim.
Yeah, I mean, I like Mia. She doesn't seem as much as the last couple of challengers, like Io and Bianca. It doesn't seem quite as built up. But I just want anyone to beat Shayna at this point. So.
See, I was gonna say it feels like they built it up the same way, where it's like you kind of get through with a couple promos and then a little couple in-ring scuffles.
Yeah, I like Mia. I just I want her to win, but
Yeah, it could be.
I wanted Shayna to lose to fucking Bianca Belair and Io, so I'm happy with anyone.
Yeah, because we haven't seen her since, and that Bianca Belair match was
Yeah,
great.
she had some
We
great
loved
ones.
it.
She
We
had, like,
loved
2
it.
takeovers
We
in a
watched
row.
it here
Yeah, that fatal 4-way.
in this very house.
Yeah, so I don't know. I still expect Shayna to probably win, but I'm hoping Mia can pull something out.
There we go for that. But what will undisputedly be the main event is our Cole Gargano 3.
2 out of 3. Number 2, the third match,
No, I think this is the third match.
but the second 2 out of 3 falls match.
But the
this one
second
has
2 out of
steps.
3 falls match. So yeah, we got Cole Gargano 2 out of 3 falls. We heard, I think we talked about it not too long ago, that they each got to choose the first 2 stipulations. The first stip is a Chicago street fight.
Toronto Street Fight.
Toronto street fight, I guess, chosen by Gargano. And then Adam Cole pulls that heel smarmy move and just wants a regular singles match.
Yeah. So I think they'll probably start with that one and then work up to the street fight. Mm-hmm. And then we all assume it'll be tied.
And where, if that is the case, William Regal gets to choose the third stip.
Yeah. I think you and me both mentioned ladder match. I think that'd probably be the best.
It would be whatever would
Because
be
if
kind
you
of
walk
like
in and you
easiest.
see a cage at the roof, then you kind of already know.
That's what I,
mean, they
said to
could.
Matt. It would be
Like,
so fun.
if they hung both, like a Hell in a
what's
Cell
that?
and a cage.
Yeah, what's that Hell in a Cell cage doing up there?
Yeah. So, I mean, but yeah, ladder match, they could do neither. Anything else, I don't know. If they did just like a regular.
I think ladder has the most fun potential.
Because like a last
out
man
of it all.
standing's too much like a street fight and like. Yeah,
And yeah,
bring out the
any
ladder,
kind of
everyone
like
will pop.
submission, like TLC tables match wouldn't be as
Yeah.
rewarding,
Yeah.
if they can
So.
somehow like descend the belt, just like just.
I think they can.
I think they'll
pretty
pull
get
it
down
off.
pretty-
I think they'll.
So
pull it
hopefully we'll see a ladder match there. And for the winner, Adam Cole. Hopefully, I
Bay
want that full
Bay.
prophecy. The prophecy must be fulfilled. Undisputed, dripping in gold.
And you know what? And I do love Johnny Gargano, and I
he's
have
amazing.
for years. But
Yes.
I love Adam Cole
Adam
a
Cole.
little bit more.
Yeah, we're both on the Cole train, and
The Cole-
there's no getting off.
Choo choo,
Yeah.
Bay Bay. I'm also just excited to the Bay Bay. It's
Everything's gonna be fun. Like
it's
all
the
these
best.
matches.
It's the best taunt
like even
going right now.
Yeah, there's gonna be lots of babies. We're gonna do the boom right when he.
Boom. Yeah, that's
fucking-
that's gonna be the most fun. Just to be a part of. Just to be a part of that.
And we're gonna get to see Velveteen Dream's entrance. What kind of is he gonna wear? Like a Toronto Raptors?
What's he gonna
gear?
wear?
The We
What's
the North?
Velveteen Dream gonna
King
wear?
of the North? He's gonna be
Come out like Snow, Jon Snow.
I thought you were talking about the hip hop Canadian artist Snow.
No.
I forgot. I don't even know. Even though I'm hating on Shayna Baszler, I'm still excited to see her. She's great. That fucking. I heard a very rumor that probably isn't true at all that Slipknot is gonna play her entrance theme.
Oh, that'd be weird.
It's the down.
Well, if they happen to be in town for like
Yeah.
a show they
That'd be
have
cool.
tomorrow or something,
But
it's not
it
it's
could
not
just be a dirty rumor.
implausible.
Could be a dirty rumor, but every once in a while they do those live entrance takeover things. So
And there you
Yeah,
have it. That
there's
is
our
the
preview.
NXT takeover.
yeah, we will be there in mere hours.
Mere hours we'll be
Watching the show.
enjoying. We'll be enjoying what's happening.
That's gonna be
Let's move right over though to the SummerSlam card. I don't really want to predict the order of this one.
No, we'll just go from bottom to top.
Usually you can go from
Wikipedia.
bottom to top, and some of these are going to be pre-show matches, so we
yeah.
don't really know what's really going on.
Right before so they've got 10 matches right now, all singles matches, which is pretty crazy. So I'm thinking,
shit.
yeah. So there's still a chance they didn't officially add Nakamura versus Ali for Intercontinental title. I could see that being the pre-show, and also Roman Reigns. Maybe they could throw on there with Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, but
Yeah, or even just something quick with the New Day.
yeah,
and
so
somebody-
New Day and the OC or something. because they're not on the card.
Exactly.
So literally,
Well, no, I think I see the OC is going to be there at ringside though.
they'll be for AJ, sure.
But let's just go from the bottom. Let's start off with that cruiserweight title. We have Drew Gulak taking on Orny Loken.
Orny Lorcan.
Orny Loken. But he was like from NXT UK.
Yeah, and he's pretty good. I mean, this will guaranteed be a pre-show match. It'll be a fun match, but yeah, the cruiserweights. They always have a good match, but
Cruiserweights,
it doesn't have the heat.
I'm excited to see some cruiserweights,
Yeah,
though.
Gulak's been great.
Always fun. Always be fun.
There we go.
And some women's action, some non-title women's action. We got Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, versus our local girls, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus. Remember, what was Trish Stratus doing in Memphis? Promoting her match in Toronto.
That hadn't been booked yet.
It hadn't been booked yet, apparently.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
the crowd's going to be hot all over the place, I think, here. You know, the old school fans will be hot for Trish, and the new school fans will be hot for Charlotte.
Yeah,
and I'll be hot for both. To be
Charlotte
honest.
will help, she'll be carrying the brunt of the match, but Trish can still keep her own, of course.
Last time it was Trish and Lita. Last time we
they
saw
tag
them,
teamed,
right?
yeah,
somewhere.
And Trish came out and officially announced this is their very, very last match. She did retire back in 2006, and she's had like 8 matches since.
Yeah,
then,
she did the women's. She did the women's Rumble, maybe both times.
And the Evolution, but she's come out and said this is it. So this is finally it. So we're gonna be there for her very last match.
Big send off.
Yeah, she'll probably lose, but she should. Sure, she shouldn't be beating Charlotte anyway.
And another retiree coming out or whatever
legend.
have you. So we do have Goldberg and that Dolph Ziggler match. Goldberg's getting the win here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But you see this going more than because I was gonna see this 35 seconds.
I think it could go like 3 minutes. Like still keep it short, but I think Goldberg wants to at least do enough to make himself look better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna do like he falls into the post spot like as a joke?
I don't know.
Maybe that's where the 14A's coming out, bro.
Maybe
he's gonna blade
blades,
for real, and then it's
that big bald head.
A big bald head of his. Yeah, Goldberg's going over in this.
Definitely.
Next up, we have the for the United States title, AJ Styles defending on Ricochet.
Yeah, first time.
Could be
seeing
match
Ricochet.
of the night. Could be match of the night.
Yeah,
right
they
now.
give these guys, let them have their 15 minutes or whatever, and that's what's good about having a 10-match card right now. Every match has room to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it should be a great match, and it could go either way. I don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Yeah, so I don't know. I like them both. They're both great, so I'm really fine with whatever happens.
Yeah, you know what? OC is going to get involved somehow. They're going to get banned from ringside.
Yeah.
But AJ might just retain.
He could just retain.
Yeah.
The crowd's going to love both of them, so we're ready for some action.
We're ready for some action. We're ready to check out The Fiend.
The first ever
match of The Fiend. So what does this mean?
So
what does this mean?
I don't know. We're going to see what's the entrance, what's the music, what's everything.
I'm curious, is it going to be the old Bray candlelight thing?
Like the fans could still do that, but I'm hoping it's a different theme music. Something more just evil.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. You can pull out your phone and.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we got to coordinate this, Mike.
Well, it's. Why can't we just spontaneously?
We got to coordinate this. Because if we have to fight that guy, if that same guy's there and we have to start fighting
the
him.
Fiend comes after us?
No, I remember that guy when we went to Raw last summer and that one dude who was chirping us and I'm chirping him back and the kid was looking at it with the Roman Reigns gloves.
Yeah.
We almost fought that dude.
That's okay.
So I'm just saying, if that happens again, Mike.
People will be on our side, I think.
Thank you.
They'll say, that's the Shoot Brothers. Don't fuck with them.
Fiend's going over.
Definitely. He has
Bray
to.
Wyatt has to go over in his first match
No
back.
demon. No one expects the demon here.
It's going to be so much fun. Exactly. Nobody expects the demon to be there. Next up, we have a stip going on. We have Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon. If Kevin Owens loses, he has to quit. So I guess it's kind of more like if he loses, he's fired.
Pretty much.
But I think Shane wants the humiliation of the quit. We saw this match a little while ago. Either Kevin Owens has to quit and then comes back all like in a badass way, or he just wins the match. But I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, hopefully, Owens gonna be over huge.
I'm real stoked to chant CM Punk when again.
I don't know.
We're ruthless, dude. We're ruthless. We boo Bailey.
Yeah, let's see.
We boo Bailey, dog.
So hopefully there'll be some big stunt, some big climb up some structure. Shane falls off, and then Owens wins.
And there you have it.
We want a big fall, right?
Yeah.
Show us a big fall.
I want Kevin Owens to go over.
Yeah.
See a stunner and then
there you go.
Call it.
Throw him a beer, have him celebrate like Austin.
Throw him a Molson Canadian.
Yeah, there you
Higher
go.
percentage, right? If Stone Cold was drinking Canadian beers, he wouldn't have made it out of the the early 2000s.
Yeah.
We got Let's get to our titles now, though. We got some titles coming up.
some
We got Kofi and the Ran Man for this WWE title. This is a feud a decade in the making now.
Yeah, they've been showing the history. We've gone over all the stupid.
So the terrible song that's just gonna be blasted into our ears.
Voices.
Is this the end of the road for Kofi Kingston?
I don't know. I could see Randy winning. I could see Kofi winning. I really don't know. But
Yeah,
I just hope it's a nice, good match and get some good wrestling. And we'll see.
You know, putting the belt on Randy Orton kind of brings it into that title picture into a new direction. And it's been however many months now. Feels like we're sitting on 5-6 months.
Yeah, Kofi's. He's been very. He's been a fighting champ.
Exactly. If there ever is a time to do it, it might just be now.
Yeah.
Book the belt a bit differently on your way to Mania. So, Ran Man.
And he did as we said last time SummerSlam was here. He was the one that won the world title. So, could history repeat itself?
In the same building.
Same building. Yeah, different name, same building.
Ran Man, you got my vote, baby.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
SmackDown Women's. The SmackDown Women's match. We have Bayley defending against Ember Moon. Ember Moon's first title shot.
Yeah, her. So, I don't know. I love Ember Moon. I would love to see her win, but she hasn't really been booked too strong going into the match.
Not really.
Yeah, she kind of she got given the shot and then she kind of lost some matches here and there. And I don't know, but if we get that Bayley Blader, that would make all that color would make a big difference.
If Bayley blades, we pop.
Oh yeah,
that's how this will work. This will be that'd be the best part of the night.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, I want to see an eclipse. I want to see a 1, 2, 3. Ember Moon, new champ.
Ember Moon, new champ. Why not? Why not walk away? You just want to see title changes, baby.
Not every match. I don't want Becky to lose.
That is the next match, though. Yeah. One of our submission match. We got Becky. We got Becky Lynch, Natalya. We have Fit Finlay square in the middle, not knowing what to do. Fit Finlay loves this division too much to see it. He wants to remove women's matches altogether because he doesn't want these women fighting.
What do you mean?
Right?
No.
Fit Finlay wants the women to work together. He doesn't want them fighting against each other.
Well,
especially not when he's got in the middle.
He understands that the wrestling, the competition has to be there, but when not outside of when the bell's not rung, you can't do it.
So what is it? The sharpshooter or the disarmer? Who's getting the win tonight?
Maybe Becky with the sharpshooter. What if she turns it around?
Or what if Natalya with the armbar?
No, we can't do that to Becky. But yeah, no,
we can do it to Natalya.
Natalya, she'll have the Canadian support.
Will she though?
I think the crowd's still gonna be pro Becky. As they should.
You're wearing a Becky.
I'm wearing the man shirt, so yeah, Becky, I'll be popped. She's one of the people I'm excited. Even though we saw her before, I never got to see her during this title run. So I'll be screaming her entrance. I'll be having a great time. So go Becky.
Go
Should
Becky.
be a fun match though. Let them have a good technical.
It's definitely not the time.
No,
to take
and
the
Natty's
belt
not
off
the
her
person.
Yet.
Natty's not the person.
And Natty's not the one either. Main event time though. Main event time now. We have presumably what the main event will be. Seth Rollins taking on Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar defending his Universal Championship. There we go.
No steps.
No steps. Nothing like that. Do we see this going the distance? Do we see what do we see for this match?
I don't know because they've kind of done.
Do you give AJ and Randy Orton 25 minutes each so these guys can get like 7?
I don't know. Because. I don't know. This match is hard to say how it's going to go or even who's going to win. I could see Brock retaining, but I could also see Seth winning it. I really don't. It's hard to call this one.
Yeah.
I just want a good wrestling match. Give the fans some good shit to cheer for.
Fans good shit to cheer for. You know what? It will be exciting just to see Brock Lesnar. I think that's pretty fun.
The presence.
Just him, he's a martial artist's brick shithouse, he's a
legit badass.
He's a worldwide name
and he's Canadian citizen. He's a Canadian citizen now.
He's a Canadian citizen or just lives here?
Both. I think he's got dual citizenship. Yeah, he lives here and he's a Canadian citizen. Doesn't live in Ontario. He lives out in those farmlands.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
Saskatchewan. And that's it. And there you have it. That is the entire SummerSlam card. Be sure to check up on WWE social medias, though, because I'm fucking sure that I guarantee they will put something up there.
I feel like they'll at least add one match, maybe 2. couple people, I'm disappointed there's no Lacey Evans on the card.
Haven't seen Lacey.
After months of hyping her.
And that's
I know she doesn't have a story.
I know, but you know what it is? It's like after that, they had that match at Extreme.
They main evented Extreme Rules.
And then
I'm glad that Corbin disappeared.
We didn't realize that losing Corbin in the stipulation of that match also meant losing Lacey.
Because if she can't go for the title, she had nothing else to go for.
We thought it was just him that we'd lose, but it was like maybe that's Vince fucking with us. He's like, if you want us to get rid of Baron Corbin, okay, we'll get rid of Lacey Evans too. Like, wait,
fans of the show, they know I've been high on the Lacey train the last few months now. So her and the women's tag titles, I would have liked to see Daniel Bryan,
of course,
Aleister Black, Sami Zayn. Those are a couple names but. Yeah, we get Goldberg. We don't get The Undertaker. We don't get Shawn Michaels, but we get some legends. So.
But anything's possible.
Yeah, and all these there's not really a bad match on the card. Everything looks like good.
It's gonna be a great card.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great card, and that is the card. Though we're gonna wrap up our show with our normal end of show routine. Of course, it's the Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week, the Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. Wrestler of the Week, of the Week, of the Week. Wrestler of the Week.
Wrestler of the Week. There's never much wrestling on go home shows.
Yeah, but
and these are always tough for us.
For me, it wasn't too hard this week.
What do you got? What you got? What you got?
One of the few matches, the women's tag title match, was great. I've been talking about Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. They've been one of my favorite storylines over the last month or two. So I'm giving Nikki and Alexa the thing. They won the belts. They're a great team. So hopefully this will mean those titles are on the television every week.
And we've said ever since this whole friendship started that this is the only thing that WWE's got going right now.
Yeah.
And they've kept it consistent this whole time.
Yeah, and it's really it's brought Nikki Cross from nothing to good mid card, mid card of talent, and
Alexa Bliss has held belts before.
Yeah, and as I said, they are already this Monday. They're defending against the Kabuki Warriors on Monday Night Raw. So
on Alexa Bliss's Instagram, she was it was her birthday yesterday, and she was at some drag bar here in the city, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine at work right now keeping a track if they hear of any WWE superstars coming in the building. It's right there. We can see it from the balcony too, folks.
So we'll just run over there real quick.
My Wrestler of the Week, I'm giving it to you can call him Husky Harris, you can call him Bray Wyatt, you can call him The Fiend.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it.
Are you ready for it?
Right around when this this Bliss Cross was also going on, these Firefly fun houses started.
Yeah.
And this will be, this is the other part of that thing we've been waiting a long time for.
Yeah, they built it perfectly. They teased us. They made us really want it, and now we're finally getting it.
It'll be sick. I hope they when they're out there and the ring is blasted with light.
Yeah.
They should. I love it if they fuck with it a little bit. So it's a little bit darker
during the match.
Make it a little bit weirder, creepier.
Like maybe it flickers every once in a while. Something like that to give Bray this weird psychological advantage. They used to do that for Sin Cara when he first came out. They would turn on like these blue and yellow, like dim the light. It was weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Try to make them. I don't know.
Well, there you have it, folks. Those are our two shows. That's our takeover.
Yep.
That's our SummerSlam. That was our trivia. That's all we got.
That's the shoot.
That's the shoot that we got for this week, brother. Remember, you can follow us on all the things, the Apple Podcast, the YouTube, the Spotify.
Yeah, and if you see us at the Scotiabank Arena, feel free to say hello.
Feel free to say hello.
We'll take a picture with you.
We'll be the ones holding the huge Shoot Brothers podcast signs above our...
Maybe next year we'll have shirts of our own.
Maybe next year we'll have shirts of our own. I don't know.
So you fans can recognize us in person.
But until then, Mike, I think we got some wrestling to do this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, thanks for listening, folks. Bye.